The terrific new Hulu documentary, Barbara Walters' Tell Me Everything, offers an intimate look at Barbara's personal life and groundbreaking career in journalism, including the challenges she faced on her rise to the top of a very male-dominated industry. Take a look.
Well, tonight has finally come for me, and I'm very pleased to be with you, Harry, and with ABC News.
Here was my chance, historic, they told me, to be the first female co-anchor of a network news program. Well, I thought, what an opportunity. It was a mistake.
Harry Reasoner made no bones about the fact that he did not want her there. He didn't want any co-anchor, and he certainly didn't want her.
The decision was to welcome you as I would any respected and competent colleague of any sex. By noting that I've kept time on your stories and mine tonight, you owe me 4 minutes.
I think most people had this attitude of, who does she think she is? We're not getting our news from some lady, some chick.
Ooh. Wow. Oh, yeah. Please welcome the director of the documentary, Emmy-winning filmmaker Jackie Jesko.
Woo! Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Jackie. Nice to see you. Well, we were at the Tribeca opening of the documentary, and it was really great. I enjoyed it very much. The nostalgia of it just really was great. But in 60 years, she had a 60-year career. How did you figure out what to put, what not to put? How did you do that?
I mean, it was really hard.
Yeah.
You know, ABC News opened up their archives in 50 years at ABC. And hundreds, thousands probably of hours to look through. You know, it was really difficult because you're always going to miss something, right? It's such a big career, plus her whole personal life and anything else about Barbara that contextualizes the huge impact she made. We're all sitting here right now because of Barbara, right?
That's right.
But, you know, like, it actually started with reading her autobiography, Audition. That really helped us kind of orient ourselves to be, you know, what was important to her, what did she think was a standout from her career. It just kind of worked from there.
Well, Jackie, Barbara faced an obviously uphill battle when ABC hired her in 1976 as the first female nightly news co-anchor opposite Harry Reasoner. Now, she was either bullied or ignored by the boys' club, not only on screen, but off screen. And she called it the most painful period of her life. Now, people often underestimated her. She was used to that. But you say she kind of used that as fuel in her tank.
Yeah, it was kind of amazing how every time Barbara had an obstacle put in front of her, she, you know, her workaround ultimately became a huge advantage for her. And that played out in the fact that she would go out into the field when things weren't working at the anchor desk. And she would go to people's houses, do those interviews with them in their own space, and essentially created her brand based on an obstacle.
Wow.
And we just saw a clip of Katie Couric, and in the movie, she tells an anecdote of when Barbara said to her, "Oh, we're so alike in that neither of us is all that attractive." So, not exactly charming, but you say it reveals a very complicated side of Barbara and the insecurities that plagued her entire life. I always saw her as beautiful, but she didn't see herself as that.
Yeah, love Katie for sharing that also. You know, it's funny, it's hard to understand looking at the photos of her, especially as a young woman. She was stunningly beautiful, but I think, you know, the beauty standards of the time were very different, and she didn't fit into them. And she just felt like, you know, they were putting actresses and models on the Today Show, which was her first job, and she wasn't them. And so I think that kind of plagued her forever.
Yeah. She had a different standard of what was beautiful. She was comparing herself to big, beautiful movie stars of the 40s and 50s, like Hedy Lamarr, for instance, or even Marilyn Monroe. I mean, she could be that. She was so smart, though, and pretty enough. Yeah. But it wasn't good enough in a way. It wasn't good enough.
And she had a number of complicated relationships. One was with the notorious fixer, Roy Cohn, who helped her get the tax evasion charges against her father dropped. Yeah. Almost ended up getting married, I guess, to the two of them. So what was that like? What was that relationship like?
You know, it's hard to know for certain because the people who knew for certain are no longer with us. But, you know, when she did speak to it, she explained that. She said, you know, he did her father this huge favor with the tax evasion situation he was in, and she was loyal to him from then on.
She told me that at lunch. So
Did she?
I'm confirming it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to understand in some ways, but I think, you know, she really loved her father, and she would do anything for him. And, you know, I think that just stayed with her.
Well, you know, Barbara, what was very also interesting about the film is her successful career came at great personal cost, and you explore that in the documentary. She had 3 failed marriages and a pretty rocky relationship with her daughter, Jackie. So was that her adopted daughter, Jackie? Do you think that was her biggest regret?
I mean, probably. You know, I think that she would have liked to have had a better relationship with her daughter because she expressed that on numerous occasions to different people. But at the same time, like, I don't really know if she would have changed anything at the end. I mean, that's just my opinion, but...
Can I just interject?
Yeah, of course.
She grew up in a time where it was very hard for women to have everything at the same time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, she used to always comment that Meredith, who sat in this chair, had 3 children, but was able to handle it because she was done at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And, you know, and she could do it and be there for her kids. Barbara didn't have that advantage because of her generation.
And traveling as well.
And she had to travel a lot, and she wanted to have that career. She loved it so much.
And she made it possible for someone like Meredith to have that.
That's
flexibility.
correct.
Right.
Well, Barbara also made an art out of her hard-pressing celebrity and just cultural interviews that she did, and made for many iconic TV moments. 70 million people tuned into her Monica Lewinsky interview, which is just crazy to think of today.
Oh, yeah.
What made her so good at getting people to open up and to feel comfortable answering the tough questions she asked?
You know, it's interesting. I think it changed over time. Like, I think probably in her early days, she was really disarming. And she was one of the few female journalists who were working. And I think that she used her femininity to her advantage. You know, she would ask really powerful men personal questions about their romantic life, about their childhood dreams. And I seriously doubt these were questions that other male journalists were asking them.
That's right.
And then at some point, I think her own reputation became so big that it was an honor to be asked to be interviewed by Barbara Walters. It kind of put you on a list, like, you made it.
You know, I liked what you did with The View, that little part that you did about The View, because we've been here since 1997. I started with her. And she said that, or you said that she said that it was one of her greatest achievements. Can you tell us why she would say that?
I mean, I think that she felt that The View was her greatest achievement, frankly. And I think that's because when she talks about starting The View, she says that she didn't know it was going to be so successful. And I mean, look at it now. Now it's a cultural force, right? A political force. And I think that she was immensely proud of that. You know, she'd conquered news in a way when she started The View, but this was a whole different medium. It's a talk show. You know, she got to be a different, real person on this show. And, you know, The View is often imitated, never duplicated.
That's right. They've all been canceled.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not saying,
Imitated, not duplicated.
yeah, I mean, it lives on, right?
She would have loved it that when we were on the cover, the New York Times Magazine is the most important political show on television.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
I have that framed. Do you?
I have it framed. I do.
Thank you very much for doing a great job. Our thanks to Jackie Jesko.
much.
Barbara Walters, Tell Me Everything premieres Monday, June 23rd on Hulu, and Hulu on Disney+.